Hey y'all, I'm going to attempt to answer some of these questions. I'm just going to record for about 8 to 10 minutes and I'm just going to see how many I can get through. So, first question is, what resources have been the most helpful to you so far? I actually have been searching and searching and searching. So Google at this point, honestly. And through Google, I've been able to find some blogs, things like that. I just recently got hooked up with a Facebook group online. And there's hundreds and hundreds of people in there all across the entire world. So that's very, very helpful. And it's just a group for parents. So, it's definitely been so helpful because they have tons of resources in there. So that has been most helpful. Have you and Rusty always been on the same page about this? And I would say yes. We've never really seen any other way to go about this. We just want to see Paisley happy. And that's the only motivation behind any of this. It's sad. It's a sad and scary fact that violence against transgender people is very common. Do you have any plans for ways to help protect her as she gets older? Like self-defense lessons. Honestly, I have thought about this, and this actually came up this weekend. We had a discussion about it. I don't think it's out of the cards. I think that it's a realistic thing, and that we might look into, especially because she's so soft and tender-hearted anyways, very shy, quiet person, that I'd be lying if I said I didn't worry about that, and I do worry about that. So maybe some karate or something. Let's see, next question. Does Carson call her his brother or sister, and do Carson and Paisley share friends? Carson is we are all in the middle of trying to switch our pronouns, and he does call her his brother. He does still call her his sister because it's tough. We've all been saying, her and she and sister and, for a long time. And so it's in the works. Yeah, that's about as good as I can get on that. And do they share friends? Yes, they do. They really do. And that honestly has kind of helped me see that this isn't just a phase. They genuinely, they share friends. They all play after school together with the neighborhood kids. And yeah, they do share friends. Let's see. Does Paisley have only boyfriends, or also girls are her friends? She doesn't really talk to girls, honestly. She has her two cousins that she will talk to that she's completely 100% comfortable with, and will have friends with them. But, she doesn't really talk to the girls in her class, and she doesn't really talk to the girls of the little sisters when we go to baseball games. Sometimes she does, but she definitely, when we go to baseball games, she's playing with the little boys, running up and down with their bike and scooters and playing with trucks in the dirt, and yeah, she definitely just plays with the little boys. How do we explain what's going on to her closest friends? We haven't really yet, and I would call her closest friends at this point her cousin, and we've just kept it very simple. I've explained it to them. They don't really question it, honestly, but I've said before to them that, yes, Paisley is a boy. Sometimes people are born with the wrong body, and I just say it like that. I explained it really just simple for them that, Paisley's brain and her heart is a boy, and her parts are, that of a female, and that sometimes that happens to people, and she's not the only one, that sort of thing. Are kids at school asking a lot of questions? No, I don't think so, not yet. Do we have any reactions from other kids' parents? not yet. I anticipate that we will. I'm a little nervous about that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I can't change it, and neither can Paisley. So it just is what it is. What was your thoughts on transgendered people before your child told you that she wanted to be a boy? And also, how has this, if at all, affected your marriage life? Are the in-laws and extended family on board? My knowledge and thoughts on transgendered people before were totally neutral. I didn't have any opposition to them at all. I always actually would look into that. I was always fascinated by it. I mean, I wasn't really involved in like the activism part of it, and like, but I definitely have always had an open mind to things like that, as well. Let's see. How has this affected our marriage? It really hasn't. We really are together on this. We really didn't fight or have any issue at all. We talk about it a lot. And I think that's just because we're in the thick of it right now. But there's definitely no fighting between Rusty and I over this at all. Are the in-laws and extended family on board? Yes. Everybody is supportive. We do have some family members that are like, maybe you should just wait. Maybe you should just wait. And I see that. I get where they're coming from. But they also don't have a lot of education on it. They haven't done any research or reading. I think they're just kind of holding out hope that she'll change. And there's still time for that too. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I don't think anything's going to change. Have you and Paisley have a name in mind that she wants to change it? Yes. I was thinking about this situation and thought the fact that she is wanting to be maybe an easier thing for outsiders to accept a boy wanting to be a girl. It's not right, but I do believe it would be easier for others to accept. There is. That actually is an issue in the transgender world. Is not an issue, but it's harder for parents to accept a boy wanting to be a female just socially. Not in the transgender world, but just concerning transgendered people. And it is. Unfortunately, it is a little bit harder. Now that they do, still have those feelings and switch all the time. Males to females. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, let's see. Oh, does she have a minded name she wants to change it to? Yes. And we might share that at some point, but for now, just yes, she does. Let's see here. How is counseling going? We actually have our first meeting with a counselor on Thursday that we will go to. What's your one dream for Paisley in the future as a mother, regardless of her gender identity? So my dream for Paisley is the same today that it was 5 years ago, that it will be in 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. My dream for Paisley is to be happy. Happy with who she is. That's it. I just want my kids to be happy, and I don't care if it's Carson or Paisley or Violet or Bowen, all of them. I just want them to feel safe and loved and be happy at the end of the day. While she is still young, do you plan on letting her change her name, and would you use male pronouns, etc.? Yes. I will let her change her name. And I am open to using male pronouns. We actually practiced over the weekend, and it's hard. It's hard not because, you don't want to, but because you're so used to female pronouns that it is hard. It's hard to just switch, but we did, and, we'll talk about that more in therapy too as time goes on. Was there a moment when it hit you that this went beyond normal tomboy stuff and was more serious? Yes. just to see how passionate she was about it, how continuous this has been. There's never been a hiccup or part where she changed her mind. This has been continuous, and it's just gradually gotten stronger. So a specific point in time, gosh, I don't know. I would just say over a period of time. I've always kind of known, but I just kind of wanted to wait to see what it would develop into. Let me see if I don't have time for one more. Okay, so I will make another one, a part 2 to this. But yeah, I just wanted to answer a few of these, so we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.